Welcome everyone. So I am here again with a management accounting class, and today we'll try to solve one more problem related to the working capital. Okay, and in the last class in the question slide the year has got exchanged, so I hope you have seen. I have sent you the correct slide in the group, so according to that only you can solve it. Okay, and now today, as I told you, we'll solve one more working capital problem. And please don't still be a procrastinator. I know the word is very much irritating. Same way I feel irritated when I used to tell so many times. Please start your studies. Okay. Now, today also we'll have a one problem and solution. So this is a balance sheet. Okay, heading and all I have not given, so we can just assume that this is a balance sheet of ABC Company Limited. Okay, where for the 2 years, ending of 2 years, we have details of liabilities and we have details of assets. And as in the last class also I have told you, I'm not going to give you the subheadings which are your current, which are your fixed, which are your long terms. Nothing is going to be like that. We have to find out, we have to recognize which are the current and which are the long term and which are the your fixed one. Okay, so before moving towards the solution of your working capital, okay, that is we have to calculate, or we have to show what statement of changes in working capital, how much working capital got increased or decreased, okay, in 2006 compared to 2005. Now some small points. Okay, in your statement of changes in working capital, only the current items will come. Okay, either your current asset or either your current liability. Okay, current items. Either means I'm not saying that you are going to take only current asset and then you're going to forget the current liability. I'm just trying to say that current asset will come and current liabilities will come. Okay, apart from your current assets and current liability, no other item will be going to be appear in your working capital statement. Okay, another point, whatever current assets we are going to take to calculate the changes in working capital, those items will not appear in your further steps. Okay, further steps, I hope you remember, after this is your first step. Okay, statement of changes in working capital, this is your first step. After that we need to calculate fund from operation, and then we need to prepare the fund flow statement. Okay, so whatever current assets and current liability we have taken to calculate the changes in working capital, those items will not appear in your calculation of fund from operation or in your fund flow statement. Okay, now moving towards the solution. Okay, before the solution, this time in question we have some additional information also. Quickly I can read for you. During the year ending 31st December 2006, dividend of rupees 2600 paid, income tax during the year of rupees 25,000 paid, and the net profit for the year before tax was 62,530, and you are required to prepare statement of changes on working capital treating provision for taxation as a current liability. Okay, so keeping this in mind, let's move toward the solution. So if we are going to check the problem or question, okay, liability side, liability or capital and liability side, we had the items share capital, that is not our current. Profit and loss, that is also not current. Reserve, that is also not current. Okay, so what are the current? The creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, and provision for tax. Okay, so these four items will appear under our heading current liabilities. Fine. Coming to your asset side, we have a goodwill, that is not current. Land and building, that is also not current. Plant and machinery, that is also not current. Stock, definitely current. Debtors, current. Bills receivables, current. And cash, current. So again the four items from your asset side will also appear under the heading of current assets. So format, I hope now you know the format very well. Okay, where we have the particulars, then 2005, 2006. Okay, and then we have a effect on working capital, increase or decrease. Okay, so first we have to take here again the heading current assets. Okay, and I have given the point as a. Fine. So current asset, and under current assets, just now we have seen the 4 items will come. Cash. Okay, so both here cash amount we are going to write, and then again we have to recall our general rules to prepare the statement showing changes in working capital. I hope you remember: increase in current asset, increase in working capital. And last class also I have told you, if you'll keep remember this one also, remaining all three will come automatically. Increase in current asset, increase in working capital. So decrease in current asset, decrease in working capital. Increase in current liability, decrease in working capital. Decrease in current liability, increase in working capital. Fine. So always I'll not keep on repeating it. Okay, you have to maintain the notes. You have to keep it very nicely noted in your notebook also and in your mind also. So now coming with the cash, if I am going to compare from the 2006 and 2005, we can see here the increase of 200. Okay, so following the rule, current asset increase, working capital also increase. Okay, so 200 I have mentioned in the increase column. Okay, next coming to your debtors. Fine. So debtors also, what we have last 2005 and 2006, if we compare, there is a decrease of 12,500. Bills receivables also we have a decrease of rupees 1,580, and then stocks also we have the decrease of rupees 13,670. All the current assets over as per the question given. So we are going to make a total of current assets of both year. Okay, so total of A in 2005 2,01,030, and in 2006 1,73,430. Now moving towards the current liabilities. So as in the starting only we have discussed, okay, in this question we have a 4 current liabilities. Okay, so we'll start making a note of one by one here. We have creditors. So if we are going to compare 2005 and 2006, it is increasing. So okay, if current liability increase, that means working capital decrease. So in a decrease column we are going to write the difference amount, that is 1,635. Next we have the item bills payable. So compared to 2005, in 2006 it is decreasing, and decrease in current liability, that means increase in working capital. So 22,255 in increase column. And then we have a bank overdraft. Then we have a bank overdraft. Okay, in 2005 we have the bank overdraft of rupees 59,510, and in 2006 there's nothing. So same year in increase column 59,510. And then we have a provision for tax 10,000 increases. Okay, and then all your current liabilities over. So we are going to make a total of current liabilities also, that is total of B. In 2005 total of B 1,72,790, and in 2006 total of B is 1,02,660. Fine. And then we have to calculate working capital. Working capital formula, last class also we have seen current asset minus current liability. So here A we have denoted as a current asset, and B we have denoted as a current liability. So I have written here A minus B. So 2005, if we are going to do A minus B, that is 2,01,030 minus 1,72,790, we'll get the working capital as a 28,240. And if in 2006 we are going to do the same, okay, that is total of A, that is current asset 1,73,430 minus 1,02,660, we are going to get the working capital as a 70,770. So it's indicating very nicely, very clearly actually. In 2005 we had the working capital 28,240, and in 2006 we have the working capital 70,770. That means in 2006 working capital has got increased. So difference of these two, how much? 42,530. that we have to write as a increase in working capital. Okay, and we have to mention that increase in working capital in 2005 column. Okay, just to make the final balance equal in both the year. So final balance now in both the year 70,770, 70,770. And similar thing we have to do with the increase decrease column also. First we are going to make the total of increase column, and total of increase column is 81,965. Okay, and if we are going to make a total of decrease column, that is 12,550 plus 1,580 plus 13,670 plus 1,635 and plus 10,000. Okay, and when we are going to make a difference, we will again get the increase in working capital, that is 42,530. And in the last class also I have told how much you are getting increase or decrease in working capital with respect to your year columns. Same amount you have to get increase or decrease in working capital with respect to your increase and decrease column also. Okay, and then finally make the total. So this is the solution of your today's problem. I hope you have understood. Now the some small points to keep in mind. Okay, when the question is all about to prepare statement of changes in working capital, then whatever additional information given, okay, whatever additional information given outside the balance sheet will not have any effect, any impact on the statement of changes in working capital. We are not going to consider it. Okay, we're just going to say whatever the additional information. I hope you remember, yes, this slide only, the additional information, this is no use at all. Okay, while preparing the statement of changes on working capital, fine, this additional information no use. The additional information that is 2,600 the dividend, 25,000 tax and 62,530 net profit, no use. Okay, but the last one, that is treating provision for taxation as a current liability, definitely for use. Okay, and that's why we have taken provision for taxation as a current liability only. Okay, under your fund flow statement we are going to treat the provision for tax in two ways. Okay, somewhere we are going to treat it as a current liability and somewhere we are going to treat it as a non-current liability, and generally usually it used to be mentioned in your question that how you have to treat it. Okay, so this is the solution, kindly go for it. Okay, so problem solved. Thank you, have a nice day.